Ideally, I would like that, but I would say I'm open to long distance as long as you're willing to make it work.
Once a woman hits 30,
Yeah, I remember that girl.
she
She
cannot
was a
love you.
hoe.
Okay?
For sure.
And the marriage is not because she loves you. Okay? That marriage is for her to show to other people that she can fix her past that she's messed up.
Oh, yeah, we're back. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back. Oh, echo? Well, yeah, there is an echo. Yeah. You got me, WX. There is a known echo. Um, so much I want to go over. I'm looking at this well, I'm not gonna go over that. Anyway, if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a live stream goal of $15. So much stuff I could go over.
If you are dating,
So yeah, anyway. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Or super chat, super sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box, you know. Also, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs is in the description in case you can't find it in the live chat. Cash App is pinned to the top. But yeah, $15. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor, king or queen of the stream. Um, where should we start, folks? Let's fuck it. Let's start here. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. The more you hit the like button, um, the more people come into the live. You know. Let's get into it.
if you are dating someone a year or so later in the relationship, the thing that you find out is that maybe back in the day she had a train ran on her by people that you knew. Would that change how you felt about it?
People that you knew to get to another level. Girl, I'm sorry, as a man, I'd be like, you bona fide hoe.
She got some lips on her too.
She got.
Not her personally.
She's not talking about herself.
I got a train
She's
ran.
talking about
She's talking about
herself.
herself.
How do we know that?
You didn't hear her voice crack when she said she's talking about herself.
Okay, sorry. There is an echo. I'm sorry. That's a really bad echo. That shouldn't be echoing. Hold on. Is everything? Am I? Hold on. Apologies. I know the memes echo at times. Hold on. The whole video shouldn't be echoing. Monitor off. Hold on. That echo is crazy. Hold on. See what okay. How do we get this fixed? It wasn't doing that last night. Bad echo. That is a bad echo. Hmm. Hmm. Something here. Okay, let me try something. Let's try this.
too.
She got
Not her
She's not
personally.
talking. She's not talking about
She's saying,
herself.
I got a train
she's
ran on
talking
me.
about
She's talking about
herself.
herself.
Yeah.
How do we know that?
You didn't hear her voice crack?
What y'all just heard is echo. Shout out to all the people that's bearing with me for the ghetto stream.
Not her personally.
She's not talking about herself.
I got a train ran on me.
She's talking about herself.
I think I fixed it. Y'all let me know. I think I fixed it though. Help me out and let me know. So, okay. Let's talk about what they just said real quick. Before we get into that, let me ask y'all this. The girl with the red hat, is she too old to be dressing like this? At 30 plus? I'm almost positive she's 30. She got to be 30 plus. We've been watching this show for 5 years at least. I don't think the show been on 10 years, but yeah, this show been on for at least 5 years. She got to be 30. My question is the lady in the red hat dressed too young? I mean, people could dress however they want, but I'm just asking your opinion. Anyway, getting the train ran on you is diabolical work. So yeah, if I'm dating a chick and I found out she had a train, how long did she say they was dating? A year? Let's run it back.
Crack when
If you are dating someone a year or so later in a relationship, the thing that you find out is that maybe back in the day she had a train ran on her, or people that you knew. Would that change how you felt about it?
People that you knew took it to another level.
I mean, yeah, people that you knew did kind of take it to another level. Y'all, is it still echoing crazy, or did I fix it? Um, that's a tough one. I've been dating her for a year, so apparently she been a good woman to me for a year. But I found out people that I knew ran a train on her. You know, honestly, I'll say, that's a rough one. Would I break up with her on the spot? I mean, cause me, look, I don't really have friends. We're probably whoever these people are that I know that ran a train on her. Uh, gosh, I know plenty of men would say, yeah, I would just break up with her on the spot after a year long relationship. Um, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I'm just gonna move on.
Bona fide hoe.
She got some lips on it too.
she got
Not her
She's not
personally.
talking. She's not talking about
She's saying,
herself.
I got a train
she's
ran on
talking
me.
about
She's talking about
herself.
herself.
Yeah.
How do we know that?
You didn't hear her voice crack when she said she's talking about herself.
Could be talking about her mama.
Well,
She
whoever.
could be talking about someone else.
Let's say it's her. She's in the video.
Okay.
My friends? No.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's probably the.
You're
That's it.
a year in already.
Yeah. So what that mean? That could be a
The
year out.
embarrassment is there. It's
Nah.
there already.
Yeah, but did my friends know and they were laughing about it? And also, she said,
If they did know,
Okay. Okay. This is one thing I might be saying on my channel that I'm sure most of y'all won't agree with. Usually, y'all agree with most of the stuff I say. Not all the time, but we a year in already. Yeah, the embarrassment has already happened. I've already been with her for a year. I mean, I guess you could say the embarrassment will continue for the rest of your lives. I don't know, man. Look, I guess my argument is she's been a good woman to me for a year, or I wouldn't still be with her. It's true that the embarrassment already happened. What up, Cool J? What up, Cool J? Y'all let me know. Let me know something in the live chat. What y'all think about this? Is the embarrassment gonna get worse as time goes by? I would say it would be less. I mean, I probably wouldn't want to hang around the dudes who ran a train on her anymore. And also, how old are we? are we in our 30s and 40s? And this happened in high school? Because I mean, is it really still true that 30 and 40-year-olds are still running around gossiping around? Oh yeah, you know RB girl, we ran a train on that in high school. Is niggas still running around saying that in their 30s and 40s? Or are we moved on? Like what? I don't know, man. That's a rough one. At the end of the day, I'm just gonna judge her based on what happened in our relationship. Now, if I would have knew before we got together, then no, I probably wouldn't have got with her. No, but we already been together for a year, and she been acting right and doing right. I wouldn't leave just on the spot. As soon as I get the information, call her right after that and be like, "We done." No, I wouldn't do it. What y'all think?
Oh, they laughed about it already.
Yes, but I'm saying she said, and then you're a year in and you find out about it. How did I find out about it?
Your friends.
They finally, your friends.
Rondo, we used to run train that hoe back in the day.
No,
Ooh.
She didn't tell me?
Probably not.
Oh God. Ooh,
Ooh.
I'm a year out already.
Yeah, we broken up now. Okay, now that's different. That's different. If she knew and didn't tell me, which let's be real, see that's a tough one. Cause I'm just trying to think. If my daughter was a hoe and she was in this situation and she asked me, like, Dad, what should I do? I've been with this guy a year or whatever, 4 months. I really like him, but we met some of his friends and I realized I had sexual relations with two of the friends. Should I tell my boyfriend, Dad? I say hell no. I mean, I mean, no, you shouldn't tell him that. That's a tough situation, man. Um,
Just had to situation.
No.
actually,
You're out
I'm a
now.
year out.
she said by people that he knew. That doesn't even necessarily mean that they're friends or that he has ever brought her around them.
The ops did that to
They're
her.
ops.
That's crazy.
The ops too?
Dudes on the east side was beating that down. You live on the west side.
You know what's crazy?
I'm just saying,
Like-
she said someone that, like people that he knew.
This
Didn't
is not-
necessarily mean his friends.
Besides porn, I didn't think that normal everyday people were doing
They
stuff.
do
like
it.
this.
This is
Do
every
it.
day.
You cap. I mean, look, I'm not gonna put a train on her that she had a train ran on her before. But come on, don't act brand new. Don't act brand new with that. You knew about trains, baby. Come on, let's stop it.
Yeah,
That's an everyday thing.
it's an everyday thing.
No,
That's a Wednesday.
no. You know how completely just like you had to have a really bad upbringing.
No.
No.
So
no.
what? Dudes running you
no,
in and
what
out.
What if you have a sexual addiction?
No. Because usually dudes who run trains on girls is usually something that happens around high school, and you usually out there face
But
by the
why
time
is
you're
she
23.
allowing that?
Because she loves the attention. She needs the attention.
And she could be in the
And
kinky
we
shit.
train together. Believe me, he's that nigga. It's not like
I mean, yeah, let's stop acting like women are these wholesome schoolgirls. Yeah, because she a freak bitch. Most women are. Well, I don't know about most, but women are freaky when it comes to sexual desires and stuff. Let's cut it with this. Nobody's believing the nice girl thing. Well, girls are nice and wholesome and sugar and spice and everything nice. No, a lot of them want to get choked and spit on and trains ran on them and fuck behind dumpsters. The secret is out. Secret is out, folks. This isn't. No, nobody believes that 1950 stuff anymore. So what y'all doing? Y'all still ain't hollering at me. This must be a tough question for y'all too. If you've been in a relationship with a woman for a year and you find out that she got a train ran on her by people you knew, not necessarily friends, but just people you know, distant acquaintances, are you breaking up with her on the spot after you find out? Let me know something, y'all. All right, let's move on from that. So let's talk about the title of the live stream. Women are only good to bad men. It's a sad thing too. So yeah, women give their best years to the bad boys, and they give their best treatment that they ever gave a man to bad men. You know, if you know it or not. The good man get the attitude. The good man get all the expectations and the entitlement. And you better fix my life, you piece of shit. Like that type of energy. Okay, Loaded Lock says she out of there. X says I probably wouldn't. I could see not just ending it. As crazy as that may sound to some of you. I mean, we already been together for a year. I don't know. If we've been together for 3 weeks. That's different. A year, we locked it. I mean, I ain't gonna say a year is like all that long, but we kind of locked in. Like I love this bitch. Well, I don't know about that, but y'all know what I mean. Like I care about her. Let's have some real talk. If I'm happy in a relationship for a year, especially like if you happy, let's be real, niggas talk that talk. I'm dropping her, nigga. I'm dropping her the first second. That sound cool. And I ain't saying you lying, Loaded Locks, but I'm just saying, like, what if you happy though? Like this is the happiest you ever been in your life. Now I know y'all know in my channel I go past that. I go deeper than that, deeper past the honeymoon phase and what the relationship look like in 20 years. I go that deep on this channel. But what if this the happiest you've been in your life? And you've been struggling to find a woman to make you this happy for 3, 4, 5 years, and you finally met one. I don't think most niggas leaving. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. In that scenario that I just laid out, I don't think most dudes is leaving. I'm gonna be honest. So back to what I was saying about women are only good women to bad men. But let me break it down a little deeper. I know it's a tough one, ain't it? Loaded Locks. It's a tough one. Um, that is a tough one. Um, actually, the rapper Ti has a song about this. I wish I could play it without. I wish I could freaking play it without getting banned. But I actually think that the song this is actually a kind of crazy song because he's married to the woman he made the song about. I think the song is about his wife, and the song is basically talking about how. Damn, I wonder can I play it without getting my shit just taken down? I ain't gonna play it. The song is called "Freak" though, produced by Pharrell. Ti produced by Pharrell. I love this fucking song actually. The song is called "Freak" though, and it's a song with him basically saying all my friends telling me, "Hey, she a freak. She done been ran through. She didn't got with this one and that one." And he like, "I don't care. I love her. Like y'all gonna stop with all the disrespect. Like that's my woman now, nigga. I don't care who ran the train, what she did before, what rapper she was with, what ball player she was with. This my woman now, nigga." And he stood on business. And they still together to this day and got a bunch of kids. So now, is she a good woman? I don't think so, based on things that have been in the public eye with Ti and his wife. I wouldn't call her a good woman. No disrespect, Tip. I'm sure Tip would want to see me with the hands. Little hothead nigga, little light skinned hothead nigga that think he's the ruler of planet Earth. I really don't like arrogant dudes. Okay, somebody keeping it real. Eric said, if I found out in a month that happened, I'm out. After a year, I'll stay. It'll just be hard to accept. And yeah, she on thin ice too. She on thin ice. Like I just leave it at that. Like if she start messing up or something, yeah, I'm out because you had a train ran on you. Yeah, I'm out. She don't got a lot of leeway to mess up. I'll say that. Um, I would love to hear what T Orlando think. Anyway, back to the topic of the title of the stream. Can we get the likes up? I got 24 people watching and only 9 likes. I don't understand why you wouldn't hit it. So since I don't understand it, I'm gonna take it as disrespect. Take your fat ass finger and hit the like button, please. Let me see what we looking like on Rumble. Follow me on Rumble. It's the only way to guarantee you're gonna keep up with RB Sensei. They can kick me off this platform any day now. All right, we ain't got nobody in Rumble. Anyway, back to what I was saying. um. Okay, so women are only good to bad men. But here's the thing. They don't really know these bad boys. They have quick dopamine dates with them. You know, they have these little 2-hour hangout sessions, or they might actually go out on a date with them or whatever. But they're being a good woman to him based on an idea of him. You understand that? Like, when they're good women to the bad boy, they're only good women to him as long as he's playing his bad boy cards right and he's staying mysterious, he's staying aloof, he's giving her the quick dopamine hits and then not calling her back for a week. That bad treatment is the only thing that's making her treat him good because she's trying to chase something. But if she was ever to catch bad boy Tyrone or Chad, that good treatment would dwindle away. Once bad boy Chad and Tyrone commits, then she betatizes him by 1,000 concessions. And then that respect and good treatment go out the window because he ain't the bad boy no more. He's not the aloof, avoidant, mysterious bad boy anymore. That's what was keeping her treating him good. See, treating a woman like shit is what keep her treating you good. But once you actually be a decent human being to her, that's when her goodness goes away. Ain't that a bitch? That's sick, isn't it? That's sick, isn't it? Being an asshole to women is what keeps them treating you right. And women get on the internet and shame men for that. Why he's always trying to tear his woman down and humble her and keep her under his arm. Yeah, that's what you gotta do to a bitch. We tried being nice to these bitches and they shitted on us for it. We realized over the years, yeah, that's what I gotta do to a bitch to keep her acting like a decent human being. It's not an indictment on my character. It's not really now. Okay, let me be clear. I'm not talking about actually treating a woman like shit. Well, there's a balance that most men just don't know how to balance with a woman. It's a certain balance. I don't believe in treating women like pure shit. But what I'm saying is you just got to keep that. How can I put this? I don't want to say keep that masculine frame. You treat her all right, but also treat her in a way that's like, look, you can leave. I'm cool with her without you. Like, I'm not tripping. I'm gonna check you when you do some bullshit. I'm gonna challenge you when you do some bullshit. I'm gonna tell you when you do something wrong. I'm not gonna be a yes man. That when I say treat him like shit, it's it's really just having a backbone and keeping her on her toes. But if you ask women, it would be called treating her like shit. You know what I mean? Um, but let me go a little deeper. Okay. Let's talk about 2 type of bad boys, so to speak. A lot of women get caught up with the really bad boys. Like, he actually is gonna just treat women like shit. He's gonna call her a bitch. He's gonna ignore her calls for a week and then only call her when he wants some pussy. Now, I'll agree. Now, that's poor character. That man is a bad man. He has poor character. He's not just keeping his bitch in check. He's genuinely being a bad man. Like, you know what I mean? Now, a lot of women get caught up with those guys. And see, here's the thing. So even when they get with the strong masculine man who's gonna keep her in check, that's still soft to her at this point though. Cause she used to the dude who gonna slap her and call her a bitch. So when you just come in checking her and holding her accountable and being strong and masculine, compared to the dude who just gonna slap her and call her a bitch and kick her out of a moving car, you soft. See, that's what you got to keep in mind too. See, see, that's why when women get ran through by the bad boys, they're not worth even trying to deal with in any serious way. Because even if you're a strong, masculine, non-pushover man, that's not even going to be quote unquote strong enough for her. It's not toxic enough for her. That's why a lot of times it still doesn't even work when a strong man get into a relationship with her who ain't no bitch and he's red pilled and all that. That still won't work. Damn, I got my chart still pulled up from last night? Hold on. Class is in session. Sensei is back. Hold up. Oh, I got to tell y'all a quick story that doesn't have anything to do with anything. So, where's my chart that we did? It's a good chart. Fuck, man. Here you go. But let me tell y'all a story real quick and we'll get back to the date and shit. Shout out to the 33 people in the live chat. Everybody hit the like button. If you like the content, subscribe. But this is just my live stream channel. My normal channel is called Dating Dysfunctions. So all the newbies that might be listening. Yeah. Let me show y'all my real channel real quick. My short form content, my 8 and 10-minute videos. It's called Dating Dysfunctions. Go follow and subscribe. Hit the like, all that shit. It's called Dating Dysfunctions. Follow me on Rumble. But yeah, back to what I was about to tell y'all. I want to vent about something. So I make music, right? Um, so I sent my music into this live streamer that reviews music for like an hour or whatever, right? So he got to my song. Well, before he got to my song, let me say this. I can take constructive criticism. Like if I play somebody my song and they say I don't like that shit, I think that shit is. I mean, you don't gotta go OD and be like that shit was doo doo, dog. That shit was trash. Like that's hater shit. When you like trying to OD, like put extra sauce on how horrible it was. Now you just hating. But I can take constructive criticism. If somebody say no, I ain't like that one at all. That one wasn't for me, man. I can respect that. And if you say no, I ain't like the beat. I thought the flow was kind of boring. The subject matter wasn't hitting on nothing. I can take that with no offense whatsoever because it's like it's kind of constructive criticism. It ain't just like no, that was doo doo. You whack, bro. That's hating. That's not constructive criticism. So anyway, no. So on this live stream, they was playing a bunch of songs. Um, and I thought a lot of them were whack. Some of them were okay. It was a wide array of different qualities of song. So anyway, and this is a New York nigga, by the way. Oh shit, I just lost most of my audience. Fuck them. Shout out to my diehards who still in here. We about to get back into some videos and some more dating bullshit. So bear with me. I'm gonna finish the story quick. So anyway, he got to my song, right? So it was playing. I was talking in the beginning, and he got an attitude. He was like, Now let's talk about that. I guess he got an attitude because the intro was too long, or he seemed irritated as soon as the song started playing. I think because it was too long, so he skipped to where the verse was like about to start. But let's start there. And this was a New York nigga. I want to shit on some New York niggas real quick. Is there any New York niggas in here? I'm not shitting on the whole New York, but like niggas be sassy, man. I know some of y'all don't like, to hear men be called sassy, but it's true. It's fucking true, man. And a lot of these niggas who sassy, they're guys who would consider themselves like top alphas. But I really be seeing niggas as bitches because they're too emotional. They're too easily triggered. They're too emotional. They get agitated too quick, like a bitch on her period. I don't see that as masculine. I don't see that as masculine at all. So he's sucking his teeth and I'm like, oh, this bitch ass nigga. He a New York nigga. And a lot of these New York niggas, they're too emotive. They think they're tough, but no, bro, you're emotional and sassy. And it don't matter if you know how to fight or if you tough, you still emotional and sassy. And let's be clear, a lot of them niggas, them New York niggas, they're not tough as they want you to believe. It's all a New York act. Oh, welcome to New York. Go fuck yourself. I'm gonna be honest. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all, since I'm a small channel, I can talk my shit. And y'all could shout out to Long Beach. Look, I'm reserving the right to backpedal on this one. I'm reserving the right to backpedal on this. I really don't like New York. I mean, shout out. There's real motherfuckers in New York. There's good people in New York, of course. Shout out to all the solid motherfuckers from New York who grew up in New York. I'm sure there's people in. I'm positive there's people in New York that I would love and I think are the best people in the world. So I'm not shitting on all of the residents of New York, but the whole New York aura, like New York in general as a generality. I don't fuck with New York. I don't. And generally speaking, I'm gonna make this clear. Generally speaking, I don't really fuck with New Yorkers, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I don't know if it's a meanness. I don't know if it's an undertone of negativity, but I don't like it. And they brag about that shit, like, yeah, welcome to New York. Go fuck yourself. Like they're proud. They wear being an asshole as a badge of honor. Here's the thing. If you're one of the New Yorkers who wear being an asshole as a badge of honor, you can't get offended when a motherfucker like, oh, I don't like them. Why would you like somebody who wear like that makes logical sense for people to not like somebody who wears being an asshole as a badge of honor. Like, right? So anyway, to close in that story, um, so he skipped my song to the bars, right? And I think he let 4 bars play, and he just like, "Oh my god," and then played like some fart sounds, and then went to the next song. Now y'all go ahead and laugh at me. Y'all go ahead and laugh at me. Here's my thing. I'm not bothered that he didn't like the song, but I would have appreciated if like, what's the criticism, bro? Like you just said, "Oh my god," and played the fart sound and moved on. Like, "Oh my god, what?" Can I get some critique? So I mean, I just feel like the motherfucker was hating. But it's cool though. I know I'm fucking nice. I know everybody would say that. But oh, this is another thing I want to touch on real quick. We about to get back into the bullshit. I know I'm turning off a lot of y'all, but shout out to my diehards who in here. Um, Real quick, I want to say this. So y'all can let me know what you think about this. Maybe I feel like people automatically have a bias towards artists who they don't know. Like I feel like there's something in us as human beings. If we're hearing a new song and we know it's just like some amateur rapper or amateur artist, I feel like we just already have it in our heart almost already to not like this shit because we don't know who the fuck this is. So it's something in us who just it has to be incredible. Like it really got to be one of the greatest songs they've ever heard to really give it any type of real props. Like, oh, this shit is crazy. Like, who is this? This is like dope as fuck. Like, it's very rare. I feel like as a new artist, somebody who hasn't heard of you before ever is gonna hear any song you made, no matter how good it is, and be like, "Oh my god, this is dope as fuck." Let me know what y'all think about that. I think there is an inherent bias against listening to a song from an artist you have never heard before ever in your life, and I feel like let's think about how you get introduced to new songs. Usually, somebody's already talking about them, so there's always which that can hurt you too if there's like a pre-hype. Because when there's a pre-hype, the same thing with movies. When there's a pre-hype, some people go in looking to not like it because everybody's hyping it. So there can be problems with that too. But usually, when you hear new songs, it's usually, I mean, I know a lot of people don't listen to the radio, but it's usually because they've already been hyped up to an extent. Oh, shout out to Eric. He from New York. Oh yeah, I'm not sure what the difference between upstate and downstate, but oh, he said, oh, I get what you're saying. He's saying you're from upstate. It's those New York City motherfuckers. Yeah, so maybe I'm talking about, I'm talking about New York City. I was pretty much specifically talking about New York City. Shout out to all the people in the other areas of New York. It's something that's always rubbed me the wrong way about New York City motherfuckers, man. I know I ain't the only one. But anyway, let's get back into it. So back to my chart. So the thing I said about a man being strong, dominant, masculine, keeping a woman in check, not being scared to lose her, that's huge. If you're scared to lose your woman, you ain't leading her properly. Let's say that again. Say that again. If you're scared to lose your woman, you're not leading her properly. Because she got the power and leverage at that. Because you're like, well, whatever I got to do, baby, I just don't want you to leave. That's not leadership. That's a very important thing I want men to get through their heads. Um, but let me point something out real quick, and then we'll go over a video or something. Okay. Let's see. Just give me anybody. No. Okay. So these top two. The 15% of women who get married who actually married their high school or college sweetheart, and they actually were attracted to good guys and picked a good guy in their prime. That's these marriages. And then the ones next to that are girl and women who can actually get commitment from the bad boy, long stick Rick. Now, these are the two demographics of married people, people in long-term relationships, where the man being strong, dominant, keeping her in check, challenging her, not being a yes man, can be effective. This is where it can be effective. Now, this bottom half, a group of women who've been run through by the worst of the worst, that isn't gonna work. I mean, it'll work better for you than being a complete pushover, but her idea of you being alpha and strong is toxic. She has a toxic interpretation of what strong masculinity is. And that's why these women just rarely ever these are just going to be the worst relationships and marriages on the market by far. By far. So and I didn't say this last night, but I will say these bottom 3 options, and I probably should go over them again real quick. So the bottom 3 is women over 30 who are holding out for James Bond and would rather die alone than not get James Bond. I guess that's not even a relationship. 20%. Then the other one was, but they get in and out of little quick fling relationships. Then the other one down here is over 30 women who are looking for just good enough simp and will find him. And then the women who are just like, just give me anybody. I'll take anybody. Just need a man. So let's say this. Good relationships can probably come from all of these options. Now, these bottom 3 rows are gonna have the lowest success rate of a decent relationship coming about somehow, obviously. Um, well, maybe I shouldn't say that. Okay, let's break down real quick which of these groups will have the highest percentage of genuinely good relationships that come from them. Obviously, this top one here. Well, this one has the highest percentage of happy, healthy, like genuinely good relationships. Um, he picked a good guy early in her prime. Those are easily going to be the best relationships. But Next, honestly, next is the women who are a little late bloomers. Well, let me see. The next highest rate of good relationships. Hmm, I'll say this one: the over 30 women who are looking for just good enough simp and will find him. And here's why I think just good enough simp. He's a good dude. He's not ugly. He's not short. He's actually a pretty good dude. The piece of crap in this scenario is the woman. But so like I said, sometimes that piece of crap woman can genuinely fall in love with the just good enough simp and want to grow and evolve and actually become a good woman for him. And once she fall in love with him, some of these women can genuinely um what's the they genuinely want to be a better woman for him, and they genuinely feel indebted. Like, thank you for saving my bullshit life. You a good man. I'm gonna do whatever it take to be a good woman for you. Then the next best relationships after that, mhm, I might say the just give me anybody crowd because they're humble. They're coming in the relationship. Both parties are probably coming into the relationship. I might even put them second. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might put them second. I was thinking about it as the group that fosters the best relationships because both parties are kind of coming in humble. We both just want somebody. We both trying to put effort into making this work. Um, I don't know. It's a toss up, but let's move on.
So tonight I went out to a bar with a friend, which was supposed to be really fun, and I was alone at the table for a while before she got there. And there were these guys next to me, and they said, "You're single, aren't you?" And to his friend, he said, "You're single?" And he said, "Yeah." And he said, "You should talk to her," pointing at me. And then the friend leans forward and goes, "But she's fat."
Shouldn't laugh at this. I should. I shouldn't laugh at this. Okay, but I okay. That's not right. Well, I mean, okay, it's mean, and I'm sorry that she overheard that. Yeah, she got the pink hair and the bull ring, but I feel empathy for her. I do. I feel empathy for her. That's messed up. It's mean. It's all this. But how about this though? Instead of crying about it on the internet, how about you use that as motivation to lose the weight? I mean, yeah, being overweight is rough on the dating market for men and women. Yeah, I mean, just point blank, it's probably rougher for. Well, no, it ain't rougher for women because I mean, fat women still got options. Fat men and not so much. But why don't you use that as motivation to lose the weight instead of crying and looking for sympathy on the internet? But I do feel for you if that means anything to you.
It wasn't that I was decked out in equestrian gear and horse girls are pretty crazy, because I can agree with that. We're pretty crazy. It can get weird.
Look, okay, this is look. She was decked out in equestrian gear. Okay, you're not gonna mention the pink hair and the bull ring. Okay, this is just a complete train wreck. Yeah, 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 hun. We know you're fucking nuts. And you having equestrian gear on in any place would be the last indicator that you're nuts. But we'll go off.
It wasn't that I had pink hair or rainbow hair. It wasn't that I have a septum piercing or obvious tattoos. It was just, she's fat. She's not worth talking to. And I cannot tell you how much that really hurt my feelings.
I can't say, look, I'm not gonna say it shouldn't have hurt your feelings. Probably would have hurt my feelings. If I'm sitting at the bar and some bitches talking like, "Oh, why don't you talk to him?" I ain't talking to that nigga. He fat. They hurt my feelings. So I get it. Empathetic. But man, you know most men aren't attracted to fat women. So it shouldn't really it shouldn't be a shocker. I get why I hurt your feelings, but I would just say get over it. Yes, a lot of men aren't attracted to fat women. It's kind of like a no-brainer. I'm trying to think what would be the male equivalent. Like, okay, if I'm sitting there, some bitches talking, and they like, "Oh, why don't you talk to him?" I ain't talking to him. He's short. It would sting a little, but at the same time, if you a grown man, you've heard that your whole life. You probably a little numb to it. Like, yeah, you know, if you a 5'6" dude, you didn't heard being short every every day of your life, probably. Oh, you short, you short. So it probably don't hit as hard. I don't know.
So please, if you're in a public space, if you're gonna say shit like that, at least acknowledge that the people around you can hear you.
Mama say that happiness is from magic rays of sunshine that come down when you're feeling blue.
All right, sister, I gotta say, yeah, I could agree that up to a certain point that could be considered kind of rude, where he just told you to your face. Well, I don't think he was talking directly to you; he was just talking to your buddies, and you could hear it. And he just said the truth out there, and raw, unfiltered truth. That you're on your chest. Moving on.
It hurts me to see girls still think that guys view love and romance the way that we do. The second a guy turns 21 or 18, whatever the legal age is to go out, he's not sitting there thinking, "Oh my god, what if I go out tonight and I meet the love of my life at the bar?" And
Actually, most men are thinking. Well, they're not thinking that going to the bar, because see, you're already talking about a very specific group of men, 21-year-old men who go to bars. I feel like that's already a very specific demographic. Let me just say what I always say. When women get on the internet and talk about men, they're only talking about top 10% Chad and Tyrone. So let's be clear. So I always got to keep reminding y'all what very niche demographic they're talking about when they say men. She's talking about hot, muscular, square-jawed 21-year-olds that go to the bar. Yes, they going to slay puss. Duh. But don't lump us all in that box yet. Most 21-year-old young men are desperately looking for romantic love with a pretty girl, which I would tell them they're going wrong just by trying to go for all that pretty shit. That pretty shit will leave you in a bad spot. Pretty women are the worst women on the planet. Women who are just obviously pretty, worst women on the planet. I would say stick in that 5 or 6 range. Most men can't get 7s and up. Let's call it spade a spade. Most men can't get 7s. I mean, it's possible. I mean, you could go after it, but I wouldn't advise you to go after it. Um, maybe I don't like that statement. Most men can't get 7s and up. How do I want to reword that? Uh, Let me put it like this. Most men aren't gonna pull 7s and up because most men aren't even willing to do the real work that it would take to pull 7s and up and become what they would need to become. It's possible, but they're not gonna put in the work to become what they would need to become to regularly just pull 7s and ups. So that's the precursor. But so yeah, most men won't, for whatever reason, pull 7s and ups. Not that they can't, but they won't for this reason or another. So a lot of men's dating problems are that they're shooting. Let me not say it like that. That's most men's dating problem. They're trying to go after 7s and ups. They're wondering why it's not working out because you didn't become what you would need to become to consistently pull and maintain sevens and ups. And also, from my perspective, they're just not worth it. If a bitch thinks she too cute, she's not gonna be a good romantic partner. Especially when they're young, they feel like they got all these options. It's not gonna be good for you, bro. But yeah, like X says, yes, it takes work to become a certain thing to pull sevens and up, but it's not worth the work because they're the worst women on the dating market anyway. As fucked up as it sounds, or as weird as it's gonna sound to most men, you would be better off putting in work to get a chubby 5 who got a great personality. She gonna be a good woman. She gonna push out your kids. She gonna submit. Like a chubby 5 who actually gonna be a good woman to you is more of a prize than some hot 9. When we talk about practical things, not just oh she looks hot and I enjoy looking at her while I fuck her. Like the woman who's actually gonna be a good mother to your kids, gonna serve you like a king and all that. It's the chubby 5. That good chubby 5 is worth the work that 10s require. But the cool thing is, the chubby 5 don't even require a lot of work. But anyway, men would. But my point is, um, men would have a better time on the dating market if they went after 4 through 6, 4 through 6s. And I'll admit, I mean, we live in a time now where even the 6s, yeah, they think they're the shit, the shit, the shit. So realistically, in the current times we in, average Joe, if he really want a woman, I ain't gonna say a 3, but average Joe should be trying to look at 4s and 5s. Like she ain't all that attractive. She's not hideous, but she's not all that attractive. But at least she ain't fat and she don't got no kids, and she being nice to me. Like yeah, if a man really want a woman these days, an average Joe man, yeah, you gonna have to start looking at some 4s, bro. If I'm being realistic, some 4s and some 5s. Anyway, now look, so some would call it dumpster diving. You can call it what you want. I mean, don't dumpster dive when it comes to character and personality and sense of humor. But you might have to dumpster dive a little bit when it comes to physical looks and physical fitness. if you want something good. The bright side is though, if you do pull one of them, a lot of them will be grateful and be good to you and decent to you, and it could be a good relationship. Let's get back into it.
Tonight, and I meet the love of my life at the bar, and like we just have a happy ending and she becomes my wife. No, babe, he's going out and he's thinking, oh, I'm about to hit something tonight. Like
Yes, the guys you're attracted to. Yes, most of the guys you're attracted to are going out to the bar to hit something tonight. That's what bars are for. Bars are for dudes to go try to get laid. And women know this. They don't think they're going to the bar to find the love of their life and fall in love and have a picnic with romance and women. Stop acting. Come on, ladies. Y'all are so goofy. Y'all really think there's gonna be some love story because you met some hot fucking muscular dude with a tight shirt and a backwards baseball cap? You thought you was going that guy was y'all was going for with the earring in and the gold chain on, like a Jersey Shore Guido. You thought you was gonna walk in there and sit at the bar and he's gonna buy me a drink and we're gonna fall in love and live happily ever after and have kids and we're gonna rose petals on the bed. Get the fuck out of here.
y'all need to stop.
I don't know what's more depressing, like being single all the time perpetually, or every single time you give a man a chance, he just turns out to be a addicted man who wants to just use you for your body.
Those are the guys you're attracted to. 80% of men aren't that. Okay? Stop. I'm tired of women giving men a bad reputation because they're attracted to only 5% of men in their city. You attract what you are. Look, you must be something bad if you keep attracting bad. Like what? This is so. This pees me off so much, man. She has 20 nice guys in her inbox right now. who'd make her a wife. Like, stop it.
Every time. Every time. The latter. And it's really sad.
I need someone to explain this to me. Why is it in the dating world, a man will pursue you for, 2 months, and you finally give in, show some interest, start hanging out, and then they act like, oh no, gotta go, I'm too busy, I don't got time. What do you mean you don't got time? You've been pursuing me for the last 2 months. Finally gave in because I wasn't gonna let anybody ruffle my feathers or get in my head, and here we are. Oh, dating sucks in 2026 too.
Ma'am, how old are you? Dating sucks in 2026. What has changed about you? Why are you still single at 47? Can you dive in on that, ma'am? Like, these women cannot paint the picture that they're single at 47 because they're such a good woman. And men have just been so terrible since they were 17. And they just had no action with any decent guys in 30 years. It's just not true. Nobody believes you. It's a stupid thing to even try to claim at this point. Oh. Anyway, let's it was nice kicking it with y'all. Let's go to Rumble. I want to go over to Rumble for a minute. We're gonna go over a Kendra G because I just seen this ridiculous Kendra G pop up. Let me show y'all what Kendra G just popped up. So look, I'm gonna drop the Rumble link. This is so stupid. This is stupid. 61 and fabulous. No sex until marriage. No old men be able to travel. This is gonna be ridiculous, y'all. I'm sure this is a 30-minute interview. Yep, 20 minutes. So look, I'm about to drop the Rumble link in the chat. You don't have to sign up for Rumble to watch. Oh gosh, we might have to go over this one later too. It's got 163,000 views. It says, I've been single for 10 years and here is why. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. Put that in the live stream ammo category. So let me drop the Rumble link and we about to go over Kendra G on Rumble. What up, Persian Warrior? Hope you still rocking with us. Shout out to Persian Warrior. Oh gosh, this is about to be bad, y'all. Let's get some donations in. Can we get some donations in? Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Also in the description. Can we get some donations? Let me change the title and then we're gonna go over to Rumble.
This woman is fucking nuts. This woman is nuts.
We're gonna go over a Kendra G episode. Remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play an asshole on the internet, and I have never done anything remotely wrong my entire life. Ever. See you over on Rumble.